And there is the world of Warcraft, Wrath of the Lich King. Now, I'll show you what's happened here. I failed. So what happens when you reach the last marker is that you you have the Lich King take these guys down. 1, 2, 3. That's that. And then all these blue guys have taken over. Uh, they take out the strongholds. Each and every one of them does, because that's the end of the game. Then you got the abomination. Rah, that's it. So, um, I will give this game a 7.5 out of 10. One of the main reasons I'm not giving it a higher score than I did was because, and see what this is the main thing that you have in the center. And once you complete all 3 quests, and then you get the perks or rewards from each quest, then you have the ultimate quest, which is the Ice Crown Citadel, and then you put the king on top. You never really fight the king directly. Um, and here you got 3 players. There's more. I'll show you the more. You got Sylvanus. You got Thrall, who did not want to pick Thrall. You got the beautiful Jaina Proudmoore and Lady Liadrin. I guess I should have used women in my damn group. Well, that'll teach me. And you have some more quests and things down here. I think I'm guessing it's up to 3, but let me see what I got here. I have a mess. Okay, so you have 3 reds, 3 purples, 3 greens. I have a mess of things on the floor. Yeah, it's not a bad game. I just don't think it warrants the $80. The only reason it warrants the $80 is the fucking like brand name, right? Um, so it's I don't know if this feels like World of Warcraft. It is a pandemic system. Ghouls do not lash out to other places like in a pandemic, like COVID scenario or whatever. So they only go into one place. So every time you get 4 ghouls, what the 4th ghoul does is he summons the abomination and then just runs away. So instead of a 4th ghoul, you place an abomination in that same space. Um, it serves as a spiritual sequel to Game of Thrones Catan. In Game of Thrones Catan, you had the wildlings and the frostfangs. So it's like the Lich King evolved out of the frostfangs and decided to take over. So instead of building settlements and keeps and bridges and guards for to keep out the wildlings, there's no more guards. There's no more wall. There's no more towns. All the wildlings or ghouls have taken over the entire land, and you got so imagine all the creatures from Game of Thrones Catan, and they're in here. No NPCs. So it's like if you combine this with Game of Thrones Catan, you have this really long, giant open world game where you go to towns and things like that. Uh, you have the Scourge marker that you use the Scourge deck on top to uh, build armies or build the Scourge armies on top of these spaces here, these ghouls. So the Scourge is actually all these guys, but he is the ultimate Scourge. He is the bad guy. But you build this army slowly on spaces. It is a weird game of chess. It's weird chess, right? Kind of feels like Hyrule Warriors or um, Dynasty Warriors. You're fighting. You might be fighting. You'll be questing. Now I played this a little wrong when I quest. What you have to do is use a card and then roll the dice to see to advance the number of fists. So the number of fists you have, and then you advance that many to get somewhere. So if I can show you, well, you can kind of see it. Kind of see it. But there are 2 fists, and there's a shield and a fist and all that stuff. Overall, I enjoyed it. Don't think it was worth $80. I think it would probably been worth maybe $40 to $60 for the whole thing. I would have given a higher score, maybe an 8 on this one. Um, and then that's the ghoul track, of course. We didn't move it on the last one, did we? That's it. We have to make that official. So you move that marker on the last track. It's very similar to Horrified. And in Horrified, if you move the skull marker on the last on the seventh track, then all the Frankenstein, Dracula, they overrun the town, and then it's game over. But yeah, this is all right. Um, if you want to pick this up, you can, $80. But if you're like it's more of a combat system than anything. If you I'm not familiar with World of Warcraft, the MMORPG. I'm just familiar with this. So if you're doing more things in the games, in the video games, then all you're expecting here is just building. Uh, you're doing a chess system, and then you got these cards. I was trying to get a heal card, ultimately, because with the heal card, what you do is you contribute one heal card. That's one here, where my finger's at, and then you can roll the dice to move many spaces. Once you get to the last red one, then you knock down the king, and then it's game over for all the ghouls and abominations. So it is this weird game of chess in which the king is not put into checkmate until he is at front and center. Otherwise, he's hiding on these spaces here to cause problems. All right, I got some more posts to make.